What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I'm Pete. I'm a top player in Risk Global Domination. I have a daily release on YouTube, including on Fridays where we play the Fixed World Dom. And for today's episode of Fixed Friday, we're going to be playing World Domination on Classic Auto 60 with a neutral bot, fixed cards, balance splits dice, alliances are on, fog blizzard portals are off, and I'm in the third seat playing as blue. Do this one live on Twitch. We've got a bunch of my friends hanging out with me. We just played our Capture the Flag Open Game 2. And yeah. Fixed World on, huh? You know how it goes. You've seen it. You know it. You love it. Okay, we got a magenta Asia corner. He's set up to do the old Noob Slammerino. You think it's a Europe game, Kreskin, but I'm not entirely sure of that yet. Just because I spawned with 10 troops in Europe. I mean, I have the single largest amount of troops in the Europe sphere. I lose a fucking 3 right off the bat. Thanks, Red. Red aggressively goes for South America. All right, so black needs to be cool with me then. Moves the whole way out. That's fine. I will forgive that. I'll also offer black at this point. These are the two guys I need to be sweet with. I almost think that Africa's better, but red seems to be, yeah. Okay. Maybe I can push him into... North America. That'd be better for me in black anyways if black was in North America. Okay, now it's a Europe game. Now it's definitely a Europe game. Black doesn't want to hit a 4. That's fine. He will. Is this Capture the Flag? No, we already played Capture the Flag. We played all right in game 2. We survived. Me and Plasma were still alive, and Samson captured the flag. What you do is orange. You probably locked... Orange actually is an okay Africa play. Yeah. Yeah. I don't hate that. Cool. Okay. We'll try Europe. See how it goes. All right. We finally found someone who wants Australia. It looks like we found 2 people who want Australia. Thank you for proving it, Poop Face, that you are indeed watching Jeopardy in the waiting room. Yo, do you remember that scene from Groundhog Day where what's his name's character is Phil Connors is impressing all of the people of Punxsutawney with his Jeopardy encyclopedic Jeopardy knowledge? That's you. Contested odds is best when you aren't involved. Dude, I'm never, if I can avoid it, I'm never getting involved with that fucking death trap down there. Multiple people ready to risk it all to slam Aussie. I know, you never seen that one coming, eh? What's my favorite song to sing at karaoke? Ooh, good question. Probably like Walking in Memphis by Mark Cohn. It's probably my #1 favorite karaoke song all time. Hey, what's quacking, Duck? Hey, Peteman. It's been a bit. What are your thoughts on how we can improve relations worldwide due to political infrastructures, religious differences, and cultural influences have a big impact on the world stage that have been consistently creating tensions for as long as we can remember. How can the human race finally get to a singular goal and come together more as a single mind? Oh, hey, GG Samson. Hey, solid win, man. We can't, people are too greedy. I disagree. I think that is not obviously true. Right? I think we are a combination of competitive and cooperative. Black wants me to let him through. That's fine. I'll absolutely do that. You played it very badly. Oh, what are you, just bombing troops out now? Come on, Black. Come on, Black! Black farts himself out of existence, turn 2. Smell you later. Okay. Limited resources mean we can't be cooperative and have everyone live. Sure, but are resources truly limited? And if so, which resources are limited? I think the question Duck is asking is a very favorite one of mine, because the piece of the question here, how can the human race finally get to a singular goal and come together, is philosophers often get a bad rap for being impractical, right? For talking a lot of high-minded, impractical nonsense. But frankly, the philosophical conversations I'm interested in having, and in addition to that, the fact that I'm blessed to be a man who speaks into a microphone now for a living and has people willing to hear some percentage of what I have to say, tells me that where the rubber meets the road here for me, where philosophy and pragmatism meet in this world, is these sorts of questions. How can we get to a singular goal? Well, what are human universals? We all need shelter. We all need food. We all need clothing. We all need health, physical health, mental health. We need healthy food. We need to sleep. We all probably need to meditate. We need strong hearts, strong muscles, flexible muscles. What else do we need? We need love. Talk about interpersonal now. We need love. We need sex. We need family. We need friendship. We need these things. These are not wants. None of these, I would dare say, none of these things that I've just listed there are really up for debate in terms of outside the category of a need. I think you do. I think everyone does, Steve. I think for your own, for your own comprehension as a man, solve resource scarcity. Well, I think we're actually in the process of that, frankly. I think most of current, in 2024, most of current resource scarcity is not due to the fact of their limitation, and far more due to the fact of inequitable distribution, ooh, slider could have lost there. I'm not greedy. I don't take Europe here. I take it on a set. As far as the how, well, this is the type of question I want to have, Duck. I think about the way I parse it is this. The human animal lives because of an ecological niche. Now, if you know the term from biology, an organism has an ecological niche, meaning it exists in its strata in the ecology, what it eats and what eats it. So our niche is one of invention, is one of mind. We evolved a mind to solve problems and invent things that did not exist, right? We were one of the few organisms that creates things in the world that did not exist to suit us, as opposed to most history of evolution on our planet is an organism evolving to suit its own environment. This presupposes progress. We will be progressing. We will be inventing. It is what we do as an organism. So given that, where are we going, right? And that's where philosophers come in. That's where I'm very glad to be having this conversation, Duck, and thank you for the question. Papa Phil says, love your videos. Thanks, Papa Phil. Okay, we lose orange. And yellow goes back in. Is it Noob Slime o'clock? Also, whenever there are two or more things that can be, there's always a hierarchy. Of course, I don't think a united human vision and the reality of hierarchy are mutually exclusive. Do you? Do you think hierarchy, the existence of natural hierarchies, undercuts the hope for, a common vision? Do you think we're doomed to destroy ourselves? Are you in that camp, Crescent, that the great filter is that the price of intelligence is right? That what is it? The biblical, the knowledge of eating the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, that sort of thing. Have you read it or looked into love languages? Yeah, I dated a girl once, and she brought up these love languages, and I like kind of rolled my eyes, like, what is this shit? But then I read the book, and I was like, oh yeah, these are actually very useful. And I actually interestingly, I brought it up to my ex-wife, and I was like, hey, we've been having some problems discussing this and that. Have you ever heard of this love languages theory, and would you be interested in reading this book? And then when she came to me however many months later and was like, you didn't really try. I was like, well, that book on your nightstand that I told you to read and you said you were going to read and you didn't read? That was me trying. Right? My love language is acts of service. Words of affirmation, but I'm an acts person first and a words person second. Everything else, very low gifts. I don't give a shit about gifts. The theory is, remind me how many love languages. There's 5 love languages, right, Steve? There's acts of service, words of affirmation, gifts. What else? I'm missing the other 2. Physical touch, yeah. So physical touch, but non-sexual physical touch, specifically, right? Hugs, closeness, and what's the final one I'm missing? Quality time. Thank you. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, you want to spend time with the person. Obviously, you would want to spend time with the person you're close with, right? You should, quote, should want to. But hey, Pinky in the brain. I love that, and he's playing as Pink. Giving or receiving service. Well, so the way the love languages work is. The one you are the most, your brightest color is the one that you speak. So it's the one that you understand, you offer it most willingly, and you prefer getting it in return. I'm probably butchering the theory, but that's how I work. Papa Phil, thank you for the sub, man. Crescent says, are we doomed? I'm not there yet, but I don't think everyone survives. Long run, the sun first toasts, then consumes the earth. Yeah, I mean, that's too long, right? I'm talking about more still the practical, right? How do we mitigate the suffering in the short term? I think red might break me here instead of just taking Africa. Steve says, I'm a giver in the physical touch. My wife is words. So you have to remind yourself to say nice things to her. So I'm very strong in acts. I work a lot. I like doing things. I like showing my love in my production. Yeah, I figured you were. I thought you went offline last turn. See, if red was good, he'd just take Africa and then he'd be on a +5. But I have a feeling red smacks the shit out of me. Steve says, I highly recommend those look into going through a rocky point in their relationship. Why wait? Why allow yourself to get to the rocky point? It's not just hokum, these theories, right? Why are they popular? I try to not judge stuff until I experience it for myself. How much of it is truth? How much of it is hokum? How much of it is sales pitch? And 18v7, let's go. Impress me, red. Don't be a terrible, terrible smackerino boy. Oh, he's going to kill black. And then he's going to smack the shit out of me. And nobody's going to address because orange, because they can't even get through. Uh-huh. All right, we're going to kill. Well played. Now what happens? Why don't you just take Africa, man? Sumner Takata, do you suck? I just smell it. I smell the suck in the air. Oh, faint whiff of suck. I'm going to be so impressed if he doesn't hit me. If you take Africa, I'm going to be so impressed with you. I'm going to think you're not the worst fucking play. Okay, North America's a bit greedy, but I can also see it. But okay, so here's what he's going to do. He's going to take North America. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's start a little turtle. Bobby says, thanks for all the risk content. Pete, I've never played enough to get past beginner, but I played 3 games last night and won 2. Got third in the other, which include a couple of masters. I successfully dodged an Ozslam, held SA passively with exterior, and Europe from the middle. I never would have known those strats. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Red is a dirty dog. We don't know yet. We don't know Red's plan yet. He's got a lot of board, but he's parked in 3 different bonuses. Which ones does he want? Because it's bad I'm 2 and 44 in intermediate. I always play for second. I mean, do your thing. I'm not judging. Okay, yellow goes to North America? No. Yellow just pincers magenta. That's such a weird play by yellow. Yellow's asking to get fucking smoked by magenta. Magenta should kill yellow here. Doesn't. What is this Oz standoff? I know. I think yellow is Red's bosom buddy, and he's just letting him fucking expand. How you doing, Deadshot Khaki? What's poppin'? My dream poet, my week has been great, man. How are you? If I'm pink, I nuke him? Yeah. Yellow should die. I'm surprised yellow's getting to live. On 5 cards? Yeah, he's nuked. Oh, he's super nuked. Like, this is an unwinnable position because I have to break red, but I can't. Because the other 2 players are against each other. And red didn't accept my alliance. Yeah, these are weird stack positions. So the only thing I can do right here is back down. I can't go aggressive to red. Red might win. Maybe yellow switches tack. Maybe magenta does something right now. Who knows? But it's almost guaranteed red victory. Well, because it's technically a 4-player game, but the other 2 guys aren't positioned to help me. Right? So I'm positioned to get eaten by red next if I hit him or if I don't hit him. So the highest odds play for me is to back down. See, this is what I was hoping would happen. This is what needed to happen, right? This game needed to open up. Yellow needed to involve themselves. Yeah. such that the other players can stabilize. Right. That needed to happen. Okay. Yeah, we switched to the internal Europe turtle now. Maybe red hits the 19. Maybe he doesn't know how neutral bot works. Okay, neutral bot went MIA now. All right, this is a way better position than last turn. Is this the first game? I played a tournament game. Please get a card. Thank you. Please get a card. Okay, yellow still doesn't take North America though. Red is such a moron, OMG. Hey, we try not to judge Dr. Slappy, but I'm just kidding. I judge all the time. All the time. Okay. You know there's going to be trouble when they're huge and don't ally. Yeah, exactly. I'm always the most sus of the non-alliance people. But that's why I back down, right? I don't want to lose my stacks. I don't want to get in this guy's way. Peter, are you familiar with the tax differential on pay between US and Canadian? Somewhat. It really depends. As far as the Americans, it really depends on what state you're in. I'm guessing there's more to that question. May yellow become hero of the game? No, yellow's just take North America. Yeah, that's what I thought he would do. So me, yellow, and red are all on +5. This is what I thought he'd do. He doesn't even take it yet. So for yellow, noob slam. Yellow doesn't seem like a noob. Yellow does not seem like a noob. What's happening on Balanced Blitz? How are you today? It's 8 a.m. for him. Just woke up. Watching some Risk Twitch. Still eating. Good morning. C. Betson, you were talking about Alberta yesterday. I want to know if you've ever been to Banff. Most beautiful place you've ever seen. I drove through it with my sisters when my one sister got a gig at UBC. She's a tissue engineering professor at University of British Columbia. So the three, and I have a twin. They're twin sisters. So the three of us drove out there from Toronto to Vancouver, and one of the places we went through was Calgary, and then Banff. But we actually couldn't afford the time to wait in line for the shuttle bus up to Lake Louise. So I mean, I saw it a little bit, but not really. You speak any other languages other than English? No, not really. Killed it with a full rushed red? I don't think so. Killed it doesn't just throw. But also, Killed it wouldn't be playing like this type of classic fixed very often. He much prefers his Ramdingles and his honeypots, right? I live in Alberta. Let's say it's not fun. You're not a fan of Alberta? You'd be making $73 an hour Canadian, 53 US. I'm currently making 20 in Mississippi. This is an extension of the earlier question about Kitimat. Yeah, but Mississippi is one of the lowest cost of living places in the entire US and Canada, right? Kitimat, BC is going to be fairly high cost of living. So if you're taking a pay cut and an increase in, right, you're going to get squeezed at two ends that way. Our tax system sucks too. Yeah, well, you like the rainy weather, but not snowy. I hate the snow too. 28 Mississippi ain't bad. Well, that's the thing, right? If you got a very low cost, like what is the average home price in Mississippi versus British Columbia? All expenses paid. Well, that's different, right? Room and board totally different. What is the gig? If I may ask. Red is still massively, massively strong compared to everybody. I'm surprised that yellow isn't just taking the Bono. I gotta play passive stack, unfortunately. You live in Mississippi for $270K for 2,500 square feet. Yeah. I mean, you're talking like slightly less square feet than my house, but a fifth of the cost. Maybe a fourth with the conversion. Taking those two cards on 4 would be bad. Which two cards? It's probably not a good idea to take orange ever. You're always going to have. So each card is worth. You guys want to do the math? Each card is worth in fixed 2.5-ish troops, maybe 3. Right. The best that you could possibly get is 12. Okay. So in an ideal circumstance, a card might be worth 3-ish troops. So we're gonna kill 26 troops to get 6 at best. You never do that. You never take that deal. They might as well be blizzards. It becomes marginal in the teens. Hopefully yellow and red start a war now. This is why I'm an intermediate. It's okay. We're all learning. Red steps off into Irkutsk off the 5. No, red breaks. Yeah, that wasn't smart. This is the beginning of Red's demise. This is Coldplay and BTS. My universe. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure was the beginning of the end for Red. Yellow might not do anything yet, but that not letting yellow stabilize doesn't advantage red. It disadvantages red. Because now this is the beginning. Exactly. He either gets sued or, yeah, well, see that. I don't think yellow does anything, eh? He points his fucking gun in his face and says, "Fuck you, motherfucker." And here's the moment I wished my stack. Yeah, I was wrong. The moment I wish my stack was open. I only heard half of what you said. You say Kitimat was a barren wasteland. Is it pretty over there at least? Yeah, it's trees. You're in the Pacific Northwest, so you got a lot of trees. Mostly trees, mountains, trees. I didn't go to Kitimat per se. I went to Prince Rupert, BC, and I told the story on stream earlier, but I'll tell it again, considering this is a different game. My buddy in elementary school, we were finishing grade 7. So this is summer between grade 7 and grade 8. I would have been 13 years old, for 12 to 13. His father was a University of Toronto archaeology professor. 67 backs off. Interesting. 67 backs off. And we were excavating a Kootenai Salish village from 400, 500 years in the past in Prince Rupert, BC, which is just about as far up the coast of British Columbia you can get on the Pacific coast before you reach Alaska. So you guys thinking your geography, if you picture in your head, Alaska has this long panhandle of the coast, which is an anachronism from the gold rush, where the Americans wanted, to claim some of that land. And it was kind of undefined. Yukon Territory reached a certain point, and then it became the Klondike, this area was called. So we stayed up in an old salmon cannery that had been converted to a museum and lodging. And this is where all the university kids stayed. And I think it was up there for 2 weeks in the summer. Did a lot of fly fishing. And yeah, I helped to excavate a native village in British Columbia, which was a fucking super cool experience to have in the summer as a kid. So as far as the beauty, personally, I like hot, sunny weather. Okay. I like very hot. I like very sunny. So British Columbia will never be my place. British Columbia gets a lot of rain. And it's too cold. Where I live right now is already too cold for me. I don't want to live here forever. So my personal preference would not be, but I can't speak for you. And if that's the type of, like, you live in Mississippi, like, let's fucking trade. You know what I mean? I want to live I want to live in the fucking bayou. I want to live in hot, steamy, sweaty all the time. That's what I want. So different strokes. Move to Mexico. Tacos, yeehaw. Nah, I've never been into Mexican food. I'm one of those no cilantro people, which is just, cilantro's in. I also don't really love spicy food. So then move. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I would love Florida. I would love to live in Florida. Oh my God. I know I belong in Florida. I know. I understand what I've done to myself. And Red quits here. Don't quit, Red. What are you doing? Red's used to Autobot. Autobots, transform and roll out. Well, 10 minutes on the clock for this guy. Oh, fuck. Why can't we click back from Fortify? Why can't we click back from Fortify? Troop leader quits. I know, it's ridiculous. You fucking asshole. Come on. Y'all's just fucking with me now. I love you, Pete. Thank you for the insight. I love you too, man. You all saw the skip as a sign of weakness. Yeah, the skip was a sign of a misclick. That's what it was. Now he gets broken too. Hey. Asking, I love the rain. I miss the sound of rain pounding on the car roof. Running from the building, yeah, I hate rain. Okay, so here's one of those times where my heart says reciprocate the break, but my head says no. Can we, like, not kill each other and how about attack the other guy? Yeah. Thank you. Let's do that. Hey, Johnny, you missed a Jeopardy you might have enjoyed. But lucky. We get to see her again tomorrow. Clay, attack blue. Okay. All right, I attacked myself. Now I died. What's next? Okay, so yellow is expecting red comes back. Okay. It's slow. This is classic fix, yes. Still waiting for red to. Oh, red's back. Red did the fake bot out trick, and he's like, "Wait a minute." All right, he's just taking a peek. What does the future of humanity look like? I think we'll eventually have more stratification than we have now. Yeah. Hope not, but you could very easily see a scenario where it's like genetic level stratified. I also use a report to vent. No, I'm not trying to. That you thought that was a vent? I'm providing constructive criticism. Right? The fact that we have to report stallers and stallers don't get auto flagged and auto banned. You could design a system. You could, But the first thing you'd have to do is you have to speak to players who play. Okay. They ain't looking. We were 100% to cyberpunk dystopia. I think we almost are at like cyberpunk dystopia in a way. What's up, jocks? How are we? Yeah. Genetic stratification was a secondary purpose of universities until. Okay. And what's the purpose of them now? Yeah, I'm not. It's not about optimism, Clay. I'm very pessimistic. It's more about I can't act. I'm not a vengeful person in reality. Right? This is actually why the game allows me to live out my my revenge fantasies vicariously. Is purple trying to lock yellow out of cards? What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't understand this game. Universe about creating a debt-laden middle class. Yeah. Well, that's the outcome. That's not the purpose. Depends on how you define purpose, I guess. But, parasitic system is going to rob everyone blind if they are allowed to. Okay. Well, I'm in that 3-player scenario where I can kill any of the other 2 players, but then go second. Of course, red hasn't actually bought it yet. I don't know many revengeful players. Could you list some, i.e. Parlox? You think Parlox is vengeful? Nah. You're vengeful, Johnny. Hey, thank you for the gifted subs. An anonymous gifter. Well, whomever you are. Thank you very much. 5 gifted subs, much appreciated. Always appreciate the generosity on the stream. On a long enough time scale, I go first and second with yellow here. What a lovely person indeed. Always appreciated. Sumner Takata. Are you doing the fake bot out strat in neutral bot, sir? Yeah, red's a bot. That's why. I popped that bot stack out of Asia because I don't want to think about this fucking guy anymore. Red's a bot, dude. Attack. Don't be. Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you not know how to play? Yellow. Don't make me give you 4th. He's a bot. What are you doing? If you fuck this up, yellow, you're going to go from 2nd to 4th. You think yellow and pink are sus? Well, pink didn't ally. Yellow did. Nothing makes me more mad than play the Can't Deadly Trap. Look, all I got to do is, first of all, I got to wait for 10 minutes on the clock. Because the worst case scenario is giving this fucking guy who bought it out any higher placement than lowest. Right? Come on, guys. Fine line between sus and homies. Indeed. Does this guy even know that it's a bot? Did you kiss your homies goodnight? Well. I think he kills his homies ASAP. I don't have any homies right now, okay? Yellow fucking broke my bonus. Magenta didn't break my bonus, but they didn't ally up. I got no homies in this game. This is a no homie game. Let's see Red go MIA. Andre says, you may not have a homie in the game, but you had a homie in me, Pete. Back at you, Andre. Ornaments this, followed by Magenta slamming you. You think? I think yellow's more likely than Magenta. Okay, we're now tied up with red. And yellow's about to take the troop lead over magenta. Magenta loses with inevitability, of course. And they're not even attempting to improve their position, right? They're triple pyramiding their. Okay, red goes MIA. They're triple pyramiding their shitty Australia position. If either of these guys go aggressive to me, they get lowest. I'm happy to take second here. I don't think yellow knows how to play, though. Okay. Hit magenta. No. But yeah, yellow thinks, all right, yellow just doesn't know how the bots work. Okay, well then kill red. Yeah, kill red. He's hitting a neutral bot that's gone MIA. Okay. Well, that happened. Yeah, the 6 cards on the table. Peter, you ever thought doing a coaching series where viewers send you vids and point out mistakes? Yeah, I get this a lot. I'm a lot more interested in my own game. To be frank, I barely review my own. It's like pulling teeth to get me to do a voiceover on my own stuff. So I think the only way this happens is I do it as sort of prizing for something. What's up, Ryoko? Oh, hey, I got a gift sub here. I've been watching YouTube vids for a while, and I'm glad to be a member of the chat. Oh, you didn't have to, you don't have to be subbed to chat. You're a member? You're welcome anytime, Ree. Next time either of these guys go aggressive, like on the first break I kill whoever goes. And I'll take second here. Any break. I'm on a hair trigger right now. Cresting says the problem with coaching is that when you fucked up a long time ago, the rest of the chain is a polished turd. Yeah, oftentimes we can make crucial mistakes early. Realistically, if you guys want to learn from me, first of all, it's an honor. Thank you. Second of all, I have playlists on almost every setting. That's how you're going to do it, right? Watch me play Classic Fixed. Watch me play Classic Progressive. Watch me play Europe Advanced Progressive Capitals. Whatever you want to see, I probably have a playlist on it. I've been doing YouTube for a number of years. We are in our 1,400th episode on the main channel. That's what I've done. I've watched all your stuff. That's crazy, man. There's no way you've seen all my stuff. The GM tournament, yeah, that's a good one. Why you slider? Okay, so the way the balance was, so the purpose of the slider, folks, I'll demonstrate. So I have 161 stack, and if I roll 161 stack into that one, the way balance splits works to create 100% outcomes creates overly negative results on the other side. So what we do in lieu of that is we dial, a 4v1 is 100% in balance splits. Okay. So we dial the slider down. So we're not committing. You would never overcommit. You would never commit risk. You never need to risk 168 troops. You only need to risk 4. So you dial the slider down to a minimum, and then you don't have to lose more troops. You would never lose 2, 3, 4, 5 troops in balance splits if a 4v1 always lands. The most you could ever theoretically possibly lose rolling 100 into a 1 would be 3, right? So the fact that you could lose more than that is just a design flavor. And design flavor, lady. All right. They're hitting real numbers. This really does look like one of those I need to stay out of trouble situations. Why not go down to 3? Because it's just too precise. It would take too much time. Yeah, what's his 15 territories? If you had infinite time and you wanted to min-max your troop counts, you would. It's still a dice game. You could lose 3 with 8 troops, hypothetically. You can roll a 4v1 and lose all the troops, but still win it. It's just easier for me to do this, because then I don't have to monkey with the slider. I really like how neither of these guys have tested me by trying to break my bonus when either of them are on sudden death. They're both at exactly 137 troops, too. The question is, why isn't Pink trying to upgrade out of the Deadliest Trap? Because Yellow isn't actually fucking doing it. Yellow isn't holding the trap. This song always reminds me of the strip club in Grand Theft Auto. Don't ask me how I know that. GTA has great soundtracks, yeah, man. All right, we're hitting red stacks for some weird reason. Vice City Radio was my favorite. Yellow just doesn't get how to play. So yeah, I smell the bullshit. He's gonna... I feel like Yellow gives himself third, but I have to take second. It would literally take 100 turns for Africa to be worth it. Oh yeah, it's never gonna happen. I knew you could, Johnny. I knew you could. Or in front of, as the case may be. Do I know you or what? Can we see someone die, please? But not me. How do I get these guys to hit each other? I should do some, like, Risky Phil style. Time and distance. Sorry, I'm late. How's the risk? Boring. I'm about ready to sue Yellow. Just kind of waiting for him to give me a reason at this point. I don't appreciate this, the 21 stack on my Iceland. Why does he have the 86 there? Because I think he thinks that's I think he's confused about how the neutral bot works. The quintessential Australia player. Red's position makes this endgame more difficult? Well, I mean, not just Red's position, but the fact that both of my opponents are terrible. Aren't doing anything. All right, fine. We can take hitting a 3 as a... Yeah. We can take hitting a 3 as a fatal mistake. GG Magenti. You weren't kidding about the hair trigger? Nothing's happening. I can easily take second. Fuck this. Fuck these guys. These guys are terrible. These guys are both terrible. You're fucking shit off my border. Fuck you. He thumbs me down. I would kill pink, try to convince yellow to hit red. Nah, I'm sick of that. I got incredible dice, so it might not be over. I might, yeah, I might. We'll see. We'll see how bad Magenta plays the 1v1. Yeah, pretty bad so far, yeah. I wish you could fast blitz too, eh? How great would that be? Nice. A true random toggle. Find out you have a fast blitz. So you see how those dice have to animate? Just pop, 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 pop. Right? No delay. So not fast blitz, fast manual. So you know, slow roll instead of slow roll, fast roll. This guy's letting me contain him. What the? Huh? Weird. What a weird style of play. Gonna get you dead. He's so dumb, I know. I guess we win. Oopsie doopsie. Card blocked and fixed classic, folks. You never thought you'd see the day. He's never made it this far. He is committed to the no Australia, no win, yes. Good job. No pink. Move the 33 to Indonesia. Imagine your first game being against Pete. Yeah, fair enough. Good game, man. Sorry, coming now, but the big player don't look very good. No, no, he is not. Oh, that's a GG, folks. See, I told you Yellow shouldn't have hit my 3.
That was my favorite 3.
He's pondering a little too hard. No, not good game. Good game. The pink guy's clinically insane. He's just a newer player. I don't think there was all that much sus about this game. I think these guys are just kind of new. He's rolling 2v1. Like, he's rolling 2 manuals. He's giving himself negative odds. 2 nice manuals. Come on. Bruh. Bruh.
Frick!
That one was for JJ. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. Defeating a bunch of noobs. That guy was an intermediate. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and come along the ride with me. I have a daily release on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch for all of you on the path to world domination. Good games, good luck.